All right, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily Rundown. Welcome back. You guys know who I am. I am the Simp God. I don't really camp up on this channel no more. Everybody know that. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop before I even get everything else started. I'm gonna drop my link tree in the chat right now because we are doing unfiltered Fridays on Rumble again. We're going to be doing music video reviews. We're going to have unfiltered conversations about people like Charlie Kirk because YouTube don't really allow us to say everything that we want to say about this man. And I just don't want to, lose I don't want to lose a channel telling the truth about a racist. You know what I mean? So, but we got to talk about Mr. Kirk today, unfortunately, because he ended up getting Jimmy Kimmel fired, right? Now, I do want to watch this video of D.L. Hughley because he's been the only one really standing on business when it comes to Charlie Kirk and how they're trying to attack free speech right now. I don't remember anybody losing their job for talking shit about George Floyd. I'm saying George Floyd. I don't remember anybody having any consequences at all for talking about George Floyd. But everybody losing their jobs talking about a man who, if we, to be honest, quite frankly, he was despicable, right? Charlie Kirk was despicable. There's no other way to describe Charlie Kirk. And from my point of view as a black man, born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, living in Chicago now, it was everything he said about black people was wrong. The way that he demonized black women and the DEI shit, the way he helped put Donald Trump in office, and then Donald Trump took women's rights away, which led to thousands of women dying. So this segment we're gonna title Charlie Kirk versus free speech. Right? Jimmy Kimmel fired. I think from ABC, but I'm not gonna say who he's fired from until I get the facts on that. But I do know that he was fired. So let me go see if I can find a clip of what Jimmy said. I'm pretty sure I have it. All right, I have it here. All right, we have Barack Obama condemning his thoughts. Condemning all of the stuff that's happening right now. So let me go ahead and go to this first of all. And shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to a particular new subscriber. I'm very excited to have her as a subscriber. I'm not going to say who she is, but I only watch a particular young man's show because she's on there. I think she's beautiful. I think she's smart. She's beautiful. She can sing. And I'm hoping that one day I get a chance to work with this young lady. But I'll talk to her about that offline. Let's continue with the conversation. So I want to show you guys something. Can I pull it up here? No, let me get the tab. There has been so many people speaking out against what Donald Trump is doing as far as attacking free speech, not allowing people to say what they feel. But instead, they have to do what? They have to agree with everybody who loved Charlie Kirk. As black people, we can't say, oh yeah, he was a piece of shit. He was a straight piece of shit. No, we gotta say, no, Mr. Kirk, he was a great guy and all this other shit because they don't want to tell the truth about my mans. He was racist. He was divisive. Right? He was disgusting as a human being, period. I wish Anton would stand on business about this nigga, but I can only expect so much from niggas. You know what I'm saying? I can only expect so much. So let's go to this. This is what President Barack Obama said. After years of complaining about cancer... Child, I gotta get my shit together. After years of complaining about cancel culture, the current administration has taken it to a new and dangerous level by routinely threatening regulatory action against media companies unless they muzzle or fire reporters and commentators that they don't like. And to me, this is insane. And shout out to everybody watching on Twitter. It says that we got, let me see how many people say we got over here right now. It says we got most of everybody watching on Twitter right now. We don't got nobody watching on YouTube, child. But shout out to y'all watching over there on Twitter, man. So they are actually firing reporters, firing people who they do not get along with, or people who are disagreeing with Charlie Kirk and feel like he was a piece of shit, and they want to call it out.
Following his recent death, people disagreeing with Charlie Kirk include Congresswoman Debbie Dingell and Rep.
Child, see, and look, the Fed's always listening. I ain't say shit to Gemini at all, but the Feds are always listening, right? Let's keep going with what President Obama said. He said, "This is precisely the kind of government coercion that the First Amendment was designed to prevent. And the media companies need to start standing up rather than capitulating to it." It sounds like he was trying to say agreeing with it. I gotta look up that whole word. Somebody put that word in the chat and tell me what that word means, because I feel like black right now. Media firing / suspensions in additions to Jimmy Kimmel's. So you have Matthew Dahl. I think that was the white guy, the older guy who was on there, and he just said the truth. Like, Charlie Kirk was fucking divisive, and they got rid of his ass. Karen Ataya, the Washington Post, Gerald Burgett, the Phoenix Suns reporter, and Charlie Rock, who worked for the Carolina Panthers communications, and he was fired after a social media post. So people are genuinely losing their jobs when it comes to fucking Charlie Kirk, but nobody lost their jobs when they was talking about George Floyd. Nobody gave a fuck about his daughter specifically, because me being a father, I've always wondered, when I do die, how are people going to treat my children? What are they going to have to go through? Because at that point, I can't protect them the way that I used to, because I'm going to be dead. And shout out to Steven Jackson for doing everything he can to protect that family and putting money into them, making sure that the homies watch over that little girl. You feel me? I still remember when Blackboy Max and Lil Yachty did a verse about George Floyd, stepping on your neck like I'm George Floyd. What the fuck, bro? And he had to check that nigga. See, we need real black men who are not trying to be on here becoming conservatives because they want to make money online, right? Talking shit about black people every single day, specifically black women, every single day. But then they letting this type of shit slide. Why are we not having conversations about white on white crime? Why are we not having conversations right now about domestic terrorism? Why are we not having those conversations right now? Oh, I forgot, because this wasn't a black man or an immigrant like y'all wanted it to be, so y'all can have more fucking talking points to get online and say, oh yeah, this is why we need tough politicians. That's why we gotta revamp ICE and all this other shit. Y'all not saying shit about what we gotta do about radicalized white men in America. And that's the problem. Ultimately, let's keep on going. So this is what Matthew Dahl said.
What was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions. Following up with what was just said, he's been one of the most divisive, especially divisive younger figures in this, who is constantly sort of pushing this sort of hate speech or sort of aimed at certain groups. And I always go back to hateful thoughts lead to hateful words, which then lead to hateful actions.
That was David, or what's the dude name again? Matthew Dahl. That was him, right? Only thing he said was hateful thoughts lead to hateful speech, which lead to hateful action. Or hateful, you know what I'm saying? hate leads to more hate, my nigga, and more violence. And to be honest, I want to say I feel bad for America right now, but I don't, because we've watched so many black people, whether they were veterans, it didn't matter, and they were completely mistreated by America. Completely mistreated by America. This man, from my understanding, Charlie Kirk is never sorry. Listen, my mind all over the place because I don't want to talk about this man really, but the topic, I got to talk about it, especially concerning black people and free speech. I have to talk about this. Charlie Kirk never served in the United States Armed Forces. He never was a fucking National Guard. He never was a fucking Army guy. He never was in the fucking Marines. He never was anywhere serving America, but now he got a Medal of Freedom. They talking about giving him his own day, which is on the same day as George Floyd's birthday. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, what the fuck is going on in America? Real talk. And can somebody put a 1 in the chat? I don't give a fuck if you do it on Twitter, somewhere. Put a 1 in the chat so I can make sure that the audio is good. Can somebody put a 1 in the chat? All right. Let's keep going to the next one. Karen Adia, I think that's how you pronounce her name. She was fired because of this post. Because America, especially white America, is not going to do what it needs to do to get rid of guns in their country, it will be thoughts and prayers. Violence has no place. Out of a performance of goodness, not out of the resolve to convince their communities to disarm. Black women do not have Black women do not have the brain process and power to be taken seriously. You have to go steal a white person's slot. And I guess she was quoting Charlie Kirk. So, I mean, she's right. Y'all don't really want to get rid of guns. Y'all stood 10 toes down when Kamala said she wanted to get rid of the AR-15s and all the rest of this shit. Y'all said, you cannot take my guns. You cannot take my guns. You cannot take my guns. You just can't do it. What if they had took all the guns before this young man had a possibility to use it against Charlie Kirk? But guess who? Guess who was one of the main people who was fighting for people to keep their guns? Oh, Charlie fucking Kirk. See what I'm saying, bro? It's like what they say about street niggas. You live by the gun, you die by the gun, bro. You feel me? There's a group in Chicago called the Unity Group. They trying to get young niggas out the streets, bro. Why? Because they don't want you to end up like the homie that they talk about. Because I'm not from Chicago, I'm from Detroit. They talk about a dude here who died a long time ago. His name was Yummy, or Robert Sandifer, whatever, right? Kid. Said a kid racked up 50 bodies like in a year, bro. Kid ended up getting his shit blown back. But that's what I'm saying. Like, you in the streets, you either gonna end up dead or in jail, bro. Ain't no more Big Meaches and Terry. That shit's dead. That shit is dead. Let's keep going. And shout out to Karen for making that statement. The guy, Gerald, he was fired from the Panthers for saying this. Political differences are not the same as spewing hateful rhetoric on a daily basis and refusing to mourn a life devoted to that, because it is not the same thing as celebrating gun violence. Just so we are 100% clear on that. He was a father. Half of y'all didn't give a damn about doing anything to stop gun violence when the victims of mass shootings were literal children. And those kids weren't bigots spreading genocidal propaganda or a mindset he directly fed into his holy grail of ironies. So I don't see any problem with what Gerald said, because again, America is the #1 country that has the #1 school shootings and mass shootings. Yet Americans want to keep their guns. And yet, even after this, even after what happened to Charlie Kirk, they're not going to say, let's remove guns away from these motherfucking communities. Let's have stricter background checks on weapons. I still don't know how all the kids in Chicago getting switches. I don't know. I don't know, bro. And that's scary because I'm out here every day. That's a fact. It's scary times, bro. Let's keep going. Charlie Rock, y'all are so... Why are y'all sad? Your man said it was worth it. So yeah, I guess so. Charlie Rock posted a picture of Charlie Kirk saying that, you know, sometimes people got to be sacrificed in order to keep guns. And I mean, people getting mad about using Charlie Kirk's own speech against him and his own ideology. That's what the nigga said. It is what it is. For them to take punitive action against people for having thoughts about this man is an attack against free speech. If I was to get fired from my job for just having an opinion on Charlie Kirk, best believe I'm hiring an attorney and we're going to talk about the first fucking amendment immediately. Immediately. I can come on here and be Anton Daniels and say, fuck the black man, fuck these niggas, fuck black women, throw the baby out with the bathwater and all that shit he say. And not a single white person bat they fucking eye. They still want to work with niggas. But when black people have an opinion about one of their people, oh, we got to shut every damn thing down. And this goes to show you that America is still firmly in the hands of white men. Period. Jimmy Kimmel was suspended. Now let's go to his clip.
And in between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks. They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. It's demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish, okay? And it didn't just happen once. And in between the finger pointing, there was...
So they got rid of Jimmy Kimmel for that. They said Jimmy Kimmel gotta come off the air. They done got my nigga Jimmy Kimmel off motherfucking Prime TV because of some complete hoe shit. Because he made a statement. I didn't want to say, I guess it was a joke because people laughed. So I'm going to stand on business. He made a joke about Trump, not about the death of Charlie Kirk. He made a joke about President Donald J. Trump and how he seemed to not give a fuck. I'm gonna keep it 100 with all y'all conservative watching. I don't think Trump give a fuck either. Right? I can't even have a conversation right now about the Epstein files. Y'all got to come to my Rumble account. Again, let me go get the link tree. Let me go get the link tree. You can subscribe on Rumble or on Twitter, whatever one you want, because we're going to have that conversation. That's a fact. We're going to have to talk about what Charlie Kirk was saying about the Epstein files before he passed away. Now that I showed y'all the Jimmy Kimmel shit, let me show y'all. I almost turned my camera on with no shirt on, child. Let me show y'all this video that D.L. Hughley did 16 hours ago with MSNBC. Now, I'm going to throw the fair use banner up only because I don't want to get striked by these guys. So I will throw the fair use banner up. You should be able to still see and hear. So fair use. And let me go ahead and say this right now. Disclaimer, we do not know Charlie Kirk or anybody in these videos. Our thoughts and opinions are just that, thoughts and opinions. This is criticism and this is commentary because we have a commentary channel here. And we're doing this under the guise of fair use, okay? So we hope that is enough, all right? Hey, Somali queen, girl. Girl, they've been tripping over this nigga Charlie Kirk, Somali queen. They've been firing motherfuckers. They doing every goddamn thing that they think. Girl, they doing every damn thing. Let me make sure it's Somali Queen. Somali Queen, what channel you at? Are you at my wife's channel or are you at my channel? That way I can give you a wrench, love. I want to make sure I give you a wrench. But good morning. Good morning to Somali Queen and all of the Palace mods. Let's see what Dio Hughley had to say about this whole situation.
We thought of you exactly at this tough time for these issues. Thanks for joining me tonight.
My pleasure, man. My pleasure.
Your reaction to ABC and Disney responding to the government pressure this way and pulling Jimmy Kimmel?
Well, I think it's disingenuous to pretend like comedy hasn't. I remember when Saturday Night Live used to always lampoon Gerald Ford, or when they talked about George Bush's mispronunciation of words, or they talked about Bill Clinton's sexual.
Now, before I keep going with the video, I'm gonna drop the link to the Daily Rundown. That way, Somali Queen can come over here in the chat. We're not a big channel at all. And that way I can go ahead and give her the link and get her a wrench right now. So make sure I give you your wrench, come over to the channel and then watch. And I also post the link tree. That way you can subscribe to all my channels and catch me everywhere, whether it's Twitter, etc., etc. Okay. Shout out to you guys. We have 50 of you guys watching all together, 23 people on mine. Most of you guys are at Twitter, but shout out to you guys watching on YouTube as well. Let's keep going with Dio Hughley reaction.
Scandal, but I've never seen a president use the power of the president, the levers of government. Like, say, for instance, somebody wanted a broadcast permit renewed, or somebody wanted a merger to go through, to then say, I don't like these people, and if you want that merger or you want this license, or this could be a problem for you. There's a difference between an audience who culturally they could say they could be a cultural kind of indictment of you, where people are calling your boss and trying to get you fired, which is a whole social thing. But the First Amendment doesn't protect you from that. It protects you from the government using the power and levers of power to leverage against you. So I think that people are conflating those two things. Like me getting mad at you saying I'm canceling you, and you are now canceled on the social media realm is a lot different than the man who's the most powerful man in the world using the levers of government to do the same thing.
Right, and you've spoken out, and you are among a group of comics who have used your speech at times to also comment on society, on who's in charge or who should be in charge. There's different types of comedy. So I'm wondering what you think the role is of the artist or the dissident now, because fact check true what you said. The First Amendment is first because it comes before the other things. How do we have debates or justice or democracy if we can't speak freely? And it says the government shall not abridge the free exercise and the free speech.
Well, see, the problem is right now is people don't want to tell the truth about Donald Trump. And I said this before, right? If I turn my camera on right now, I got the Kamala magazine. Y'all probably don't even got that. They released a whole Kamala magazine dedicated to her campaign and her career and her life. I bought that motherfucker as soon as I saw it. I bought it soon as I saw it. Right? Because at the end of the day, Kamala should have been the president of the United States. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Y'all don't want to be honest about Trump. Trump is he on bullshit right now, bro. We're talking about somebody who had no political experience becoming president, getting rid of women fucking rights, and now he's attacking free speech, and we're not going to act like he's the worst president of all time. The only president that may be worse than Donald Trump is Ronald Reagan. And that's only due to the crack era and the implications and the long lasting impacts that shit had on the black community to this day. But Ronald Reagan or Donald Trump is the worst American presidents to ever sit in office, to ever go into the Oval Office, period. Attacking free speech, taking women's rights away, lying about putting up a wall that Mexico was going to pay for. Okay? 34 felony charges, convicted felony charges. What the fuck? And now Americans, hard-working, tax-paying, born Americans are losing their livelihood because a billionaire is upset with how we feel about Charlie fucking Kirk.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up.
And this is where people like Anton and other black men have responsibilities. Because guess what? Anton's daughter grows up, she get a good job, she go to college. Somebody like Charlie Kirk would have said she just took the spot of a white man. And because she's a black woman, it didn't matter that she's Anton's daughter. It don't matter that she grew up around a father who's a millionaire and who's a successful businessman, right? She's not qualified because she's a black woman. She don't have the brain processing power. That's the statements that Charlie Kirk made about black women. And Donald J. Trump think that black women are supposed to say, oh my God, I feel so bad for Charlie Kirk. When you deliberately was shitting on black women that had to work twice as hard to get where they are. Pathetic. Weak. And the men of the manosphere and the incel sphere and all that bullshit, these niggas are eating it up because they love seeing black women act a certain type of way just so they can say, well, look at these bad black women. They're talking about a man who just died. But we got clips on top of clips of Charlie Kirk talking about George Floyd after he was in the ground. Let's keep going, guys, because I got a lot to say about this one. And I don't want to do too much because I know they'll take this shit down. So make sure y'all go to Rumble. Rumble and Twitter are the only safe places right now. That's a fact.
Of the people. So how do you approach this now as a comic in this environment?
I think I did it the same thing when I'd like to believe we do it the same way as we did when it was society doing the same thing, except this government. For the FCC chairman talk about lies, the Trump cabinet is full of people who work for Fox, who had to pay almost $1 billion because they forwarded a lot. When they talk about you're maligning or joking about somebody, Laura Loomer, who serves at the pleasure of the president, made jokes not too long ago about George Floyd being sober for 5 years. Mike Lee made a joke about the congressmen that got shot in Minneapolis.
Minnesota.
Donald Trump himself, Donald Trump himself made jokes about Nancy Pelosi's husband. And so it's this. I've never heard anybody get fired for telling a George Floyd joke, and he had kids. So it's just all of that. And I've defended everybody's right. When a comic at the RNC told a joke about Puerto Rico being a floating pile of garbage. Nobody, so
nobody canceled him. That's a fact. I remember that. I remember Buddy saying, hey man, you guys seen that floating pile of garbage? I think they call it Puerto Rico. Nobody canceled him. Right? Right-wing conservatives wasn't saying a motherfucking thing. They was quiet. As a matter of fact, they agreed. They laughed. They made jokes. If we go to that footage right now, they all laughed. Now when Jimmy Kimmel say something, Jimmy Kimmel, oh no, oh man, we got to get this nigga off air immediately. But Charlie Kirk wasn't a Jew. It don't matter. He was one of us. But Jimmy Kimmel one of us. He a white man too. Nah. That nigga fuck with Kamala. That nigga fuck with fucking transgenders. Right? He's too progressive. He fuck with Gavin Newsom. He like Black Lives Matter. He think black women and white women are the same. He see Americans as just Americans. No, he not like us. We gotta get this nigga off air immediately. He on there dissing my nigga Charlie. Meanwhile, we know what really happened to Charlie, right? We know what really happened to Charlie. Charlie starts speaking about the Epstein. Let me stop talking now. Let me stop talking now. Let's keep going.
We can't have these standards. Just this week, a man on a broadcast talked about killing the homeless. And then a week later, 3 or 4 days later, you have the FCC stepping in and saying that this is offensive.
We are also hearing from other comics speaking out.
Hold on. That was a black man that said that. Talking about we need to like commit G-side against the homeless because some of the homeless was committing crimes, and he was saying it was a black man, a black news reporter saying we need to commit genocide against. Child, I ain't mean to say the word. We need to commit G-side against this certain group of people, homeless people specifically. And he was never canceled. So it seems like when you talk about specific white men, other white men are going to say, oh, we got to cancel this nigga immediately. And I'm wondering what's going to be America's response to this. Are they going to allow free speech? The First Amendment, the first thing that our fucking forebearers said that, you know what? Every American should have a right to say whatever the fuck they want to say, period. And what are soldiers over there dying for, if not to protect our rights? Why are we sending our sons and brothers and cousins to war if they're not fighting to protect the rights that was given to us by our forebears? People don't understand how disrespectful this is. You're literally shitting on veterans who protected people's rights. You know what a veteran would say about somebody like Charlie Kirk? Oh yeah, I might disagree with him, but he got a right to say what the fuck he want. I fight for that right. I put my life on the line for that right. And you have no, and I agree with this, you have no authority to silence him. But they don't even think about how much we're disrespecting our own fucking countrymen, our own brothers and sisters of all races in the military fighting for our rights. This shit is out of control.
Killing the homeless. And then a week later, 3 or 4 days later, you have the FCC stepping in and saying that this is offensive.
We are also hearing from other comics speaking out. DL, I want to play what David Letterman, himself a former late night host, said today.
This is misery. And in the world of somebody who's an authoritarian, maybe a dictatorship, sooner or later, everyone is going to be touched. They took care of Colbert. To be manipulated like that because the Ellison family didn't want to trouble Donald Trump with this move. My good friend Jimmy Kimmel, we all see where this is going, correct? It's managed media. It's ridiculous. And you can't go around firing somebody because you're fearful or trying to suck up to an authoritarian criminal administration in the Oval Office. That's just not how this works.
Well said, David Letterman. Well fucking said. This is controlled media. This is the president and his administration trying to silence people, right? Who disagree with him, who make common sense. Like I said, I live in Chicago right now, right? Now, I was born in Detroit, Michigan. And I didn't know everything about Illinois. I just heard about Chicago, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying, it's lit ass cities, it's like New York, basically. I didn't know that Charlie Kirk was born in Illinois. I didn't know that he graduated from Wheeling High School. I still don't know where the fuck Wheeling High School is. But apparently, there are even mothers out there signing petitions because the school, well, not the school, people at the school are trying to build a Charlie Kirk statue. And they said, absolutely not. There are mothers that are going to the city board of education saying, my children's education, it has nothing to do with this shit. I'm going to play that video. Don't worry about it. Let's keep going. Right? And black people, get smart. Put yourself around like-minded black people. Form a union so that we can protect our media, ourselves, our businesses. Period.
Letterman, quite clear there. Your view of what's next and what lessons there may be, because Jimmy Kimmel had a big audience we've covered tonight, spoke for mainstream America, but we know across the culture, with music artists, dissidents, many people have faced the brunt of this kind of government pressure in the United States before. What is the lessons learned?
Well, obviously, the lesson is the reason I think that we make such a conscious effort to obliterate history is not to learn the lessons before. But ultimately, every American has like those famous two knobs that George Carlin talked about. One turns it off and one turns the channel. You have everything a la carte. You can listen to whatever you want. You can hear whatever you want. You can see whatever you want. And that is the power that all Americans have. You don't have to hear Kimmel. You don't have to hear Colbert. You don't have to hear Trump. But to say that nobody should have the right to hear it and to use the government to facilitate that, people seem to forget that who's in charge now won't always be in charge. And some of the very people now who are cheering for this won't be when it's their time in the barrel. I've always been an advocate for free speech. I've defended so many people that offended me in so many ways, but ultimately, either you believe that the First Amendment is sacrosanct or you don't. And one of the things I find particularly offensive is one of the reasons that Donald Trump did so well with the younger demographic was because of these podcast bros. And one of their main gripes was they felt like they were being inhibited by the woke culture, and they thought it was the cancel culture. And to have them now be silent now means that cancel culture was horrible when it was the people, but it's great when it's the government. So either you got to decide that there are rights that we all deserve, or none of us do.
Very well.
I think that's well spoken. That's very well spoken. At the end of the day, I think shit should be across the board, and free speech is our First Amendment right. We have the right to say what the fuck we want. It wasn't, Jimmy Kimmel didn't issue a threat. He didn't say anything degrading. He didn't say anything predatory. He was simply doing his fucking job. And all of this over a man that when he was on the airline saying shit, when he was online saying all type of shit, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody tried to slow him down. They didn't try to stop him. He hired Candace Owens. You know what I'm saying? They did the Turning Point USA shit. She literally single-handedly damn near destroyed Black Lives Matter. She damn near single-handedly disrupted Kamala Harris in her campaign, talking about her grandma doing background checks, all kind of shit. You feel me? And guess who was Candace's friend? Charlie Kirk. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's like a lot of this shit is nepotism. This shit seemed like on some secret society shit. It's a lot of goofy shit going on. And the fact that it's impacting, my only problem is that real Americans are losing their jobs, their livelihood. These are people with children, my nigga. These are people with mortgages and bills. How does this impact the economy in a good way? Oh, we're not thinking about the fucking economy. We just thinking about being dictators. I forgot. Let me keep going. Wrap this segment up.
And you've walked the walk, both on the comedy. I've always found you pretty funny. We've had lighter segments than this, sir. But on comedy as a force.
Comedy isn't funny. The segment about comedy and what it means, it really is so. It's so surreal to live somewhere where literally every joke has a victim. Every single one. Everyone.
Sure.
And now, depending on the sensitivity of the person who you're telling the joke about, there's also been something that's happened. I think two things that have happened that maybe people haven't. The role of the satirist is more important than ever. 60% of Americans get their news from satire, from social media, from comedians.
Sure.
And so now, the other thing is that we have the last two of the three popular presidents, Obama and Trump, are both. They're cultural. They're cultural icons.
Right.
You know, they have big. So now it's a whole different complexion.
And we know that Trump understands TV and PR, and he obviously knew and felt that this was making a difference, making an impact. DL, again, thank you for joining me on a big night. We'll have more fun next time, I hope. Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah, I hope so. Thank you, man.
Man, what y'all think about that? Shout out to Somali Queen, my wife, and everybody else in the chat, and everybody that's watching on Twitter. We got 50 people watching all together. All 50 of y'all, no matter where you at, just hit a like button and share this video with somebody that you think that might be interested in joining the conversation. We have genuine conversations. We don't pander here. We're not doing stuff just to get clicks and views. We want to have real conversations, real talk. As far as my last statements on the whole Charlie Kirk situation, I told my wife when I found out that he was shot, that shit did make me it made me feel some type of way, because I've been in this space for years. You feel me? Like, I remember when Kevin Samuels was still on panels with us. You feel me? I've been in this space for years, bro. I feel like almost a decade now. And I remember when Charlie Kirk came into the space, because a lot of black men like Anton and Angry Man, these niggas was switching up to the conservative conversations and shit, which is cool. Do you, right? But nobody else was really, like, they didn't have the youth attention like Charlie Kirk did. And I'm going to always stand on that. I believe that Charlie Kirk played the biggest role in Donald Trump being elected, as far as getting the youth to vote and to go out and care about political engagement on college campuses. Nobody else did it like him, period. That's me. I don't give a fuck if you hate him or not, bro. That's it. That is a fact, what I just said, period. You feel me? I wish we had a black version of Charlie Kirk that was out here going from college campus to college campus, telling everybody why Kamala Harris should be fucking president. Right? But nope. We got niggas like Anton and fucking Tommy Sotomayor. But I'm never gonna celebrate what happened to Charlie Kirk. Never. That's some sucker shit. I'm never gonna celebrate that shit ever. Never. Straight up. What I will say is this. Bro is really speaking some foul shit into the universe, and some foul shit came back at him. I hate that it did, to be perfectly honest, me. But it is what it is now. I think that this is an opportunity for the Kirk family to really think about how they really position themselves in the world and what the fuck they want their legacy to be. Because now, right now, Mr. Kirk is known as a racist to many. And to some, he was a conservative that just spoke the truth. His legacy is up in the air right now. I would like to see his wife, Erica, straighten that out. Come out, Erica, and say that you don't think black women are fucking stupid and that you know black women are qualified. Come out and talk about how black pilots are qualified. Right? There's a lot of work that can be done in the name of coming together. But if y'all continue to be divisive, I think that there's going to be more repercussions. Because that was a white young man that did that to that, you know what I'm saying, to Mr. Kirk. There wasn't nobody black. And until y'all really break down and address that shit, the white on white crime, the white on white hate, the difference between the left and the right, and how far some of y'all willing to take it, like Mr. Robinson did. Until y'all address those problems, y'all gonna always have shit like this pop off in y'all community. Because again, I told my wife this, the saddest thing when I went back and I watched the whole shit with Kirk, bro, and that shit still bothered me to this moment, bro. I swear to God, that shit hurt my spirit. The last thing bro was talking about was black people, bro. When the moment of impact happened, go watch the video. The nigga was talking about black people, bro. Even though I never met him, I never watched his videos really fully. I was very familiar with him and his content because his shit was everywhere. And I wish I can go back and tell him, hey, bro, my nigga, this is gonna happen, and your last word's gonna be talking about black people, bro. Not your loving wife, not your kids, bro. Not no peaceful shit. Bro, your last shit is shitting on black people and black culture, bro. That was the last thing you talked about, nigga. Bro. Maybe because I lost my father, my brother, and my dog in this last year, bro. I literally had to bury my father. Just buried my brother. Just buried my fucking dog. You feel me? That shit not cool, bro. And that's how I feel about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have no more thoughts on this shit, bro. I'm done. I don't want to talk about this shit no more because this shit get me, you know what I'm saying? Had me all fucked up. You feel me? So let's go to something petty instead. Let's switch the fuck up real quick because I can't do this shit no more. No more Charlie Kirk videos. This shit's too much. You feel me? Way too much for me. So I want to talk about one of my favorite icons out here, Cardi B. Cardi B is, oh my God, she got so much shit going on right now. She's pregnant by Stefan Diggs. Okay. She is still finalizing her divorce from Offset. And with all of that going on, the girl is dropping diss track after diss track. Just came out with a new album called Am I the Drama? All right. Oh, thank you, Somali Queen. Thank you. Thank you, love. I appreciate you. Now, on this song called Pretty and Petty, and I have listened to the whole album this morning, she has some words for Lady BIA. Let's go ahead and go to it, child. It's about to get wicked, man. Fair use, okay? As child, the ladies are fighting, okay? Did you hear everything that she was saying? You talked about culture, so BIA made a diss song, and she mentioned Cardi B and Offset, little girl culture, child. She said she hate when a bitch thinks she cute just because she light-skinned. I done met bitches like that. Okay? She talked about how Mia got kicked out of her condo, allegedly, saying she a broke bitch. Okay? She said that she was at Diddy house and that pussy was getting ran through, allegedly. Okay? Okay? She said the bitch breath stink, and when she was on stream with DDG, the nigga didn't want to sit close to her because her breath stink. Damn. Right? She said you haven't had a #1 song since It's a Whole Lot of Money in this motherfucker. That was about 8 years ago. She said they only book you when they can't afford to book Coi Leray. God damn. But hold on. Hold the fuck on. Because Coi Leray said, hold on, bitch. I got something for that ass. And she came back immediately on her Instagram with a diss track. Let's go. All right, I'm going to keep the banner over it. And I'm going to just play their song. But right now, the song that's playing, that I'm about to play, is BIA's diss track. Actually, I'm going to put a banner down and let y'all see her go the fuck off. Okay? I just couldn't show y'all Cardi shit because her album cover is on there. And I'm pretty sure the record label will get my ass. All right. Let's go. Okay.
Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. Put it on your game if they ain't fuck you in. Put it on your name since you so gangster like your fucking friends. Put it on your hubby since you love lying on your vows. I write all my verses, I can do this shit for hours. I'll be damned, I let a nigga fuck a bitch inside my house. Your money long, you split that. Your nigga saying that's put her ass in the ground till she had to give me my flowers. I was up in the Bronx and they said I'm good in the towers. Put that shit on God that you ain't changed your face of mine. I'll get on your ass so I don't have to waste no time. Say you love yourself but you won't put that on your kids. All that surgery and how your body looks so mid.
Damn.
That's for the culture, you just trying to ride the wave. You should be home with your kids cause bitch you speak like second grade. Now these bitches getting brave. Heard this whole Duburia, wrote this shit after I prayed. Someone go and call a party cause we gon' bake her ass a cake. Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. Go ahead, tell your hubby you ain't innocent. Had to up the score like I had 10 assists. You wanna mention me, bitch, that's a benefit. But a Glock with the drum comes separate.
Oh,
bitch,
shit.
you probably write a spell before a rap. Riding in the demon, Bible on a dash. I'll be good either way if I crash. Long time, let that shit slide. I might relapse, bitch. Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know. I'm a sharpshooter. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. Got a dark soul, got a bright future. I'ma let her know.
I'm a sharpshooter. Hey.
You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. You ain't nothing but a fuck girl. I see right through you. C-A-R-D, Crown I-G. Catch another dude, cause she couldn't catch a beat. Do I beef with you or do I beef with Party? You've been scrapping projects since 2019.
Oh, shit.
C-A-R-D, Crown I-G. Catch another dude, cause she couldn't catch a beat. Do I beef with you or do I beef with Party? You've been scrapping projects since 2019. Weak ass bitch. Oh, and by the way, me and all my homegirls hate your tats. We really do. We talked about it. Yup, we put it in the chat. We think you look dirty all the time, even after the bath. It's just in you. And if it wasn't for calling this set, you wouldn't know how to dress, bitch.
Damn. Damn. God damn. I ain't gonna, I like that. Man, I like that shit, Vixen. Man, she was going hard on that bitch. I ain't even gonna lie. Did y'all hear she was bringing up Offset? She's talking about how the Cardi can't talk. Child. The girlies are fucking fighting. All right. Now, I know I can't show this next video, so I'm gonna have to do the overlay. But Cardi B recently on her tour, because she have a new album, she did release the album last night, and it's good. I listened to it. It's fucking amazing. What I will say is this: Cardi B did a stop at the Breakfast Club, and I did listen to it earlier, and I did get the timestamps. Okay, yes, I did. Let me go to those timestamps now and go to the video now, because I want y'all to hear what she had to say about BIA and why she made the diss towards BIA anyway. Because this beef started back in like 2020 or 2021, whenever Culture was born. And then, you know, BIA made the song about Culture, and the shit was pretty much up from there. You know what I mean? Because I'm the same way as Cardi. You talk about my kids, bitch, I'm going to go to the furthest extent. I'm going to take it to hell, bitch. That's a fact. But in the name of all, you know, and, you know, we love black women and we love children and all that shit, we're going to not condone Cardi's statements that she's about to speak in this interview, but simply just react to Cardi's statements in this interview about why she dissed BIA.
And now it's time for me to get you, because you was trying me at a bad time.
We know
you was trying me. I was going through.
We heard the album.
Baby, listen, pretty.
We know who you talking about. We heard the album. Child, let me go back to 12 minutes because this shit was deep. Cardi was going off. Breakfast Club, please don't get me, you son of a bitches.
When you try me, when you at a certain position, and then that's when I'm gonna play my position. I'm gonna remind you right there. Because there's sometimes a girl will come out and everybody love her and everybody's cheering for her and everybody's rooting for her, and then they will try you at that moment. But if you say something back, you will look like you're hating. And I'm not hating. I just peep that you're trying me. But I'm gonna stay silent because one thing about it, all artists, me, every artist, you're going to experience a different tie. It happens to all of us. Absolutely. No matter what genre you in, like it's going to happen. And when that happened, I'm gonna remind you how you tried me. For real. And I'm gonna remind you, like, it's like, you see why I have lasted so long? Because you think you're so bright. You think you're bright, but you're not that smart. I might talk away, I might do this and that, but it's like I'm smart. I'm very bright. I know how to play.
I think what Cardi was trying to say was that she is not the most articulate, but she is smart. And I do think in 2018 she had album of the year. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. And I'm gonna stand on what I'm about to say right now. Cardi B, okay, had the only music video in hip hop that got 1 billion views that year. That video being Bodak Yellow. We gotta stop playing. We're talking about Cardi fucking B right now. And I even stand on more business. Cardi can rap better than Megan. Cardi can rap better than Lotto. Cardi can rap better than I'm not gonna no. Cardi can't rap better than Doechii. No, she can't. But I can't say Doechii better than Cardi. Damn. But everybody else outside of Doechii and Rhapsody, Cardi fucking them over. And it's not even a conversation. Let's continue.
And now it's time for me to get you because you was trying me at a bad time.
You know
was trying me. I was going through.
Pretty and Petty. You know exactly what you're talking about.
Huh? I said on the song "Pretty and Petty as Fuck," you come out the gate.
Out the gate.
Straight at BIA.
Yeah.
Straight at BIA.
So,
damn.
On the song "Pretty and Petty as Fuck," you come out the gate.
Out the gate.
Straight at BIA.
Yeah.
All right. So you said in the song you waited. You told her you were going to do it on your terms when you were ready. You do the song. You drop it. At this point, though, so that reignites everything. Because I remember y'all were going back and forth. Your whole thing was you felt like you just doing this because you want my platform, you want the attention. I'm gonna give it to you, and then I'm done with it. This reignites it all. Like, why even address her again on the album?
Because you mentioned my kids trying to be cute. There's gonna be times that like people throw shots at you, or like there's gonna be times like like when she did her little diss and it was trash. Like it's like it could have.
Child, she did her little diss and it was trash. I don't know about that, Cardi. That song that she just did, that shit was hitting. Or maybe I'm just easily impressed because Vixen said that shit was trash. But I'm gonna play both of y'all songs again. Matter of fact, I gotta play what you said about JT after this. Child.
Been trash. People dragged you, and I could leave it at that. But it's like everything on social media is gonna be seen. So when my kids grow up one day and they see that you mentioned them, and then they're gonna ask me like, so what you said, what you did. I'm not gonna tell my kids like, I just felt like she took the high road because she lost because people wasn't on her side. No, I'm not saying that to my kids. I'm like, you see how I violated, and it's more. You know what it is? I feel like last year every artist was like beefing.
Girl.
Like every artist was beefing, and I think she was gonna get a moment out of that because she thought that I was copying her. And I had a conversation with her. First, we was cursing each other out. Then I had a real conversation with her, and I was like, listen, I'm not copying you. I don't even look at you. Like you're not a person that I look at or I'm inspired by. And the conversation ended. Then she kept going because of a music video. And it's like, oh girl, you definitely not on the mood board. All right, whatever, more or less. Then this bitch, right? It'd be a lot of funny shit behind the scenes. It really be a lot of funny shit behind the scenes. This producer that was working with like my ex, he was going around saying that I was messing with a guy.
And there was allegedly a sex tape or something, right?
Yes. And I was like, what? Me? Hell no.
Hold the fuck on. Up.
Minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
So, what do we know about this? What do we know about Cardi B, BIA, and sex tape? What do we know about this? Tell me everything, Chat GPT. So, while I get the details from Chat GPT, we need to figure out everything we know. Okay. So, Cardi B has claimed that there are rumors that BIA was shopping or threatening to release a sex tape involving Cardi. and we pulled documents from allhiphop.com. Okay, everything here is alleged. So in particular, Cardi says that BIA showed a video to a producer who's a friend of Offset's and to another rapper, and allegedly she said she would post it if Cardi B responded to her diss track. Now, Cardi B insists that there is no such sex tape. She has denied the existence of this video entirely. The producer who was allegedly shown the video has denied seeing the video, according to Cardi B. Cardi B has threatened to take legal action. Also, she says she plans to I guess, sue BIA and sue anybody else involved, right? And again, we have the interview where she's going to kind of go into that, but she said that legally she can't really go into everything that happened in that situation. So let's keep going. I will say this: posting somebody fucking sex tape is insane. Babe, what you talking about, babe? Cardi not even talking about black women right now. How do we get to black women?
I don't know, but it was a lie and it was ridiculous. And a bitch can say no damn stuff on because I got messages when I first started talking to him. And I was like, I have to get to the bottom of who's saying that. She was trying to plant a seed that I was cheating on this guy with a blood nigga. Bitch, you think that you're not from the hood. So to you, because I'm blood, you think that I'm like, I'm pressed to mess with blood. That's nothing to me. That's like being around Dominicans or something. Like, it's like, that don't mean nothing to me. Everybody's mad ball, everybody this, everybody that. And then this is
This is why I love Cardi personality. Everybody today is so scripted. And to have somebody that's genuinely themselves is just so refreshing. It's genuinely refreshing, bro. Shout out to Cardi B, man. Shout out to everybody watching this video, no matter what platform you're watching it on. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Let's keep going, guys. This is crazy. Fair use.
New York. One thing about a New York person or anybody, they're going to talk.
Mm-hmm.
You was really trying to even mess things up in my home. And it's like, damn, you hated on me so much. You hated on me so much. And I kept saying, like, it's like, prove it. Prove it. Show me a text. Show me when I flirted. Because when I'm loyal, I'm very loyal. Like, I don't text. I don't flirt. I don't even look at people in the eye. Because I don't even want you thinking that I even like you. And you was doing all that shit. And it's like, I got you. And it's like, and I know it was confirmed that it was her that was going around with that rumor. Because when she did her diss, she kept saying like, oh, why, say how you like a cheater, some shit like that. I forgot what she was saying. But it's like, so say who I was dealing with. Say it. Oh, you just made that up. You just made that.
Yeah. Hey, Cardi, I be the same way. Then bitch, stand on it. If you say I did something, then stand on it, bitch. And if you can't give all the details, don't talk about it at all. Okay, my wife is saying she's talking about BIA. So you saying that you don't like BIA because she used the N-word, babe? Child. Let's keep going.
Up. You just made that up. You was being messy. And it's like, all right, bitch. Now I got a wet belt for you. And you ain't even gonna know when it's coming. Have you ever got hit with a wet belt?
Not a wet belt for you, child.
Not a wet one.
My daddy beat me with a physical and made me take a bath. So it's kind of the same thing.
No, it's when you in the shower and your mom find out something and then she just whip your ass and your body's wet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you with a wet belt. And I told her, and then it's like you thought it was cute to put my kid's name. I'm gonna get you.
And you did it the right way though. You put it on your album, you know.
She should be thanking Blossom because I did that song last year, but I was so nasally because I was so congested.
Mm-hmm.
You need to thank her. You know when you get sick when you're pregnant, you can't recover for like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Throat be messed up, nose be stuffy, feet be fat.
when the internet be coming for you, Cardi, whether it's the fans or haters.
But that's all I got for the Breakfast Club. I'm not gonna play no more of that video because I don't want to get strike. You can find the rest of the video at the Breakfast Club or listen to it on iHeartRadio. Cardi B is a legend, whether you like her or not. She is a legend. Speaking of legends, she went at JT also on the album on a song. I think the song is called, let me go check. Let me go to Apple Music. I was just banging this shit earlier, child. The song is called Magnet. Let's play a little snippet where she dissed JT. All right. And I'm gonna put a banner down for this one. Y'all can see this one. It's just, this is insane work. The girls are fighting. They should be working together. Child. She just, and then did y'all hear the little Uzi Vert diss? My nigga might be cheating, but he don't. There's no dildos in his ass, bitch. Child, I gotta play that back. All right, Cardi. That, and I ain't gonna lie, I heard the whole album. That shit was hard, bro. That shit was so hard. And the thing about it is they can't really fuck with Cardi. I love JT, but she can't fuck with Cardi. And when Cardi started the song Pretty and Petty by saying, name 5 BIA songs or gun to your head, boof, I'm dead. I mean, that shit's true. I can't name 5 BIA songs. It's over. It's over. I don't know anything about what BIA got going on. Nothing. But I do got some TikTok videos I want to show you guys. Now, we're going to change and go to the last 2 topics. Child. Let me see. Which one do I got here? Which one do I got? I got the sad one. I don't got the one from the girl. Okay, so let me go get this. So in this video that I'm about to play, we had a young lady who was saying that feminists are usually unattractive women. That feminists are usually women that are undesirable. And when a whole bunch of baddies walk in a room and one of the women are usually on some feminist shit, according to her, not me, right? Then they're usually the unattractive ones. So I'm going to see if you ladies agree with this black queen. Okay. Let me take the thing down so you guys can see this black queen and what she got to say. Listen, I'm supporting all black women because I'm the simp god. It is what it is.
Ugly girls and hoes created the feminism movement. I'm not gonna lie. So realistically, if you think about it, every time you are out and you see a pretty girl and she has an ugly friend with her, what does that ugly friend do? She instantly jumps into lesbian defense mode because she is an ugly Betty. The bitch is jealous. So when you try to talk to the cute girl, the ugly friend usually is like, leave her alone. She hates men. It's like, nah, bitch, you hate men. Back the fuck up. You know what I mean? And she will keep going. And you've seen videos where the cute friend will even tell the ugly friend, like, no, it's cool. And she still will be like, absolutely the fuck not, because she's not getting that same attention. So in the ugly girl's mind, men are evil, men are aggressive, men are everything bad because she can't fucking get the one she wants. You know what I mean? And so she deflects that onto her cute friend. And so then you also have another subcategory. So you have ugly girls, you have hoes. Hoes build a reputation for themselves. They're sleeping around, they're collecting babies, they're collecting bodies. The bitches just don't stop. And so after they're done living their whole life, now they're coming and looking for a man to save them, and no man is willing to save them. So again, they create the same agenda. Men are evil, men are monsters, men are selfish. No, you bitches are just 2 unlikable categories, and you bitches are going to attract what you put out, which is bullshit 24/7.
Damn.
So, and that, with that being that, it just grew so big with them just constantly projecting that message over and over and over, because hoes can be pretty. So you have girls that are pretty, but they're hoes. And so you see them being pretty and hating men, and another girl jumps on because she's pretty and she hates men. You see an ugly girl, she's ugly and she hates men, then another ugly girl jumps on and she's ugly and she hates men, and it just keeps fucking going. And it doesn't fucking make sense. Actually time to fucking come down and compete. They don't want to pay their own fucking bills. They don't want to change those fucking tires. That's the thing. Women feel like there is a competition where men don't see us as competition. They don't give a fuck. Like, you can't compete with something where you don't fucking compare. Women realistically don't do shit. Like, we cook, we clean, but men can also do that. A man, if he really needed to,
the fuck is she talking about?
He could clean a fucking house. A woman, no matter how, I mean, she would have to put some real logic together to fucking change a tire. Like, that's gonna take some fucking work. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a woman that can do it, but I for sure them not one. If you take 10 men, they could cook and clean a house. If you take 10 women to change oil or to change a fucking tire, or even to even help you out in the fucking rain, them bitches ain't prepared with an umbrella, a chair, nothing. We just be like, that's where I think it came from. When I really sit back and think of it, ugly women and hoes created the feminist movement.
Shut up, silly woman.
The fuck are you talking about, young lady? You know what it's giving? A ugly bitch done took your nigga. That's what it's giving. That's what it's giving, young lady. A ugly woman done crept up on your nigga and got some dick up on him because you way too mad for me. Way too. Your energy is off, young lady. Be off. Everything you just said there was a lie. Women don't want to pay their own bills. Excuse the fuck out of me. The last time that Forbes said anything about people buying homes, they said that single women were second only to married couples to purchase homes in the United States of America. But you're making it seem like women can't do the things that men do. What the fuck are you talking about? Make their own money and pay their own bills, but also women are the biggest consumers. How can women not want to do the things that men do, but lo and behold, black women are earning, sorry, let me rephrase that correctly. Black women are out earning black men on every degree level. Bachelor's degree, master's degree, PhD, MD, you name it. They're opening more businesses than black men. Don't even get me started on the OnlyFans, child. They entrepreneur skills is through a level that black men just can't get. And black men are so mad about it. And you have women like her mammying for these niggas. These niggas don't need your help, baby. They make you a single baby mama in a fucking heartbeat. But where's all this energy coming from? I can't fathom young ladies who think like this. And why you think like this? A man can cook and clean the house. We'd be bobbleheads trying to figure out how to put a tire together. The fuck are you talking about? And it's women like her that uphold the patriarchy. It's women like her that make the men like Anton and fucking Tommy Sotomayor and the rest of the bandits in the manosphere feel like they're right. They say that men are supposed to be the leaders, but every single time we have a problem, they blame women. They never go to the leaders and say, where the fuck was your leadership at? What are you doing? And now she's saying that feminism started with ugly women and hoes. And if you know anything about the true history of feminism, it started with white women. It started with white women feeling like they wasn't being treated the way that they was supposed to be treated and valued by white male society. And from there, they did whatever the fuck they wanted to do. Hey, Anitra J. Shout out to Anitra J. I'm pretty sure she's from over there from the palace, so I'm give her a wrench. Shout out to everybody that's tapping in. Let's go to the next video, and I think this is going to be the last one for today. This one is very sad, this next video, because we had a woman, I think, in Louisiana. She lost she lost her baby boy. And she says the police down there haven't been doing anything at all to help. So I wanted to highlight her video in hopes that maybe somebody in the chat, maybe we can do a call to action and figure out how we can help her. All right, because that's what this channel is about: helping black people, helping black women, but helping black men as well by helping black women. Let's go.
Hello, my name name is Janisha Hillard, and my son Jordan was shot on my birthday of this year, May 24th, 2025, and on May 25th, he passed away to a gunshot wound to the torso. And he was already born with cerebral palsy and born with a lot of health issues. And we live in St. Louis, and we have been trying to get help from the detectives, help from everybody, and we cannot get it. Cannot get it. We call the detectives, we text the detectives, we tell them where we see these cars that the killer was in. We tell them license plate number. There's no vehicle poster. There's no post about Jordan. There's nothing about Jordan. There's nothing about this case. And don't forget, my other son got shot as well. My kids don't want to go outside. My kids want the windows boarded up. My kids don't even like going in cars. We don't want to go outside, period. The killer outside. The killer could be any fucking where. And we just sitting here every day waiting on the detectives to do something about it, to do something. I'm texting them, I'm calling them. I got people downtown going down there, standing at City Hall. I got people going down there talking to them about Jordan. Got a lieutenant or whoever she is, steady talking about she gonna call. Every time I ask them for help, every time I ask for an update, it's a problem. We're gonna call you. We're gonna text you. Oh, let me text them, let me know that. Okay, what is it? My baby gone. We steady waiting. It is fucking September.
So as you guys can see, this young lady lost her baby, and she is getting no help at all. After the video is concluded, I will have the link to her the link to her TikTok. That way, if anybody want to go donate anything to her, or if they want to be of any assistance to her at all, they can be. All right. We want to help Black women. We want to help Black children. We got to do it case by case. A lot of the times, we try to put a big Band-Aid over all these problems. Let's see if we can just fix the community with just the law. No, a lot of the times we got to get in the mud and go talk to people and be a part of conversations. Otherwise, all of this shit is going to be for nothing. All of this shit is going to be for absolutely nothing. But with that being said, guys, I am out of here. And make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.